Hey hippies, thanks for joining us for another one of our Wednesday night Facebook Live sessions. Tonight we're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm not going to be making anything for us tonight. Tonight I just want to take a second to chat for a little bit, and if you're watching and you want to comment, go ahead and feel free and let's talk about this. I just wanted to talk about some myths, misconceptions, and mistakes when it comes to essential oils, all naturals, and even what we as hippies at home are all about. I'm sure you've all seen the hilarious memes on Facebook about the crazy essential oil ladies, and I have to let you know we are not crazy at Hippies at Home. We know that essential oils are not a cure-all for everything. In fact, they aren't a cure-all for anything, which is something we're going to talk about a little bit later. But with that being said, we are becoming more educated as a society to the dangerous chemicals and toxins that are being put in the products that we're using every day, and we want to educate you guys that there is a safer, better way to just reduce your risk exposure wherever you can. So like we said, essential oils can't fix everything, but they definitely can help reduce your exposures to toxins and unregulated chemicals and all of that. I looked online into some common myths regarding essential oils, and I was kind of surprised at one of the more common ones. Some of them were kind of funny, and some of them were actually pretty scary, so they're actually under our mistakes section as well. One myth I came across is that essential oils will cure a cold, and unfortunately that's not true. Essential oils are actually not proven to cure anything. They have been proven that some essential oils can stop the spreading and multiplying of some germs, which is great, but where essential oils really come in handy is alleviating our symptoms. Just this week, my daughter had a really bad cold and a really stuffed up nose. Normally, this is where I'd be running to the Vicks. They have those convenient sticks. You just sniff them and everything clears up and you're good to go. But I didn't have to do that. I just went to my hallway, grabbed a tissue, put a couple drops of eucalyptus, a couple more drops of peppermint, had her breathe in. Within seconds, she could breathe easily again. I didn't have to expose her to any harmful chemicals, unregulated scents, because again, they do not have to tell us what they're putting in the smells behind what makes Vicks Vicks. And it cost me cents and it took me seconds. So it was really a fantastic option for us to have. Another one is that essential oils have been around since the beginning of time and that they're even mentioned in the Bible. Lord knows I love my essential oils, but that's not true. Essential oils are a more recent development. The oils that they're talking about in the Bible are basically herbally infused olive oils. And so you would definitely never want to pour essential oils over someone's head to anoint them, which is something we're going to talk about in the mistake section as well. Another myth is that therapeutic grade essential oils are better for you or more natural. This is just a flat out lie. Essential oils are not regulated and graded on that level. And so these therapeutic grade and other terms you see like that are really just catchphrases that the company's using to make you think that your product, or their product, is the most superior, the most safe, the most natural. The only way that you can tell if the company you're going through has good product is by doing the footwork and doing the research. You have to see how are they deriving these oils. Are they using chemicals to derive them, which then take away the all-naturalness of it? Do they have responsible practices? So you have to do your work and do your research on that. I think when it comes to addressing some misconceptions that I wanted to talk about is really what we at Hippies at Home do. Well, we love using essential oils at home for homeopathic and healing reasons. That's really not our passion and what we're trying to put out into the world. It's what chemicals are in our products that we are unaware of the dangers and we're using them on a daily basis, and how easy it is to switch those out with safer, more all-natural options, and usually a lot less expensive as well. This isn't just about diffusing. We know that these things work. These are scientifically proven to work, yet we still doubt them. I remember I went to a class held by another essential oil enthusiast, and she is very much so into the healing aspects of essential oils, and she had us make a really great roll-on, and you could pick the scents you want based off of what you want the oil to do. And so I picked an oil, a combination of scents that are known to release endorphins and allow us to feel joy. And she had us close our eyes and breathe the smell out of our hands, and I thought that she was crazy. And this is after we started the Hippies at Home journey, so I truly believed in what essential oils could do in replacing our chemicals in our hygiene and household products. I, for some reason, didn't believe that it was going to change my mental state. And so I thought she was crazy. You breathe it in for a couple of seconds, and then a whole feeling of just peace washed over me. And my mom had that feeling as well. It didn't go away right away either. It actually lasted for several hours after that. I used this as a crutch. Stuck in traffic, use the roll-on. The kids each have a 5-hour story they have to tell. Use the roll-on a couple times. I loved it so much that when a friend of mine was struggling, I gave it to her, and she actually thought that it was just as helpful, and it really just eased the edge enough to keep her from kind of going into full-blown panic attack. It just calmed her down. And so she found that it was really wonderful as well. I really miss that. I actually need to make another one. It was very easy. So we know that citrus scents are known to kind of wake us up, which is why we all use the morning burst face wash in high school, or a couple years after high school if you're like me. So why would we be surprised when things like this actually work? Tea tree oil is disinfecting. Lemon oil is degreasing. Why would we be surprised that something acidic would be degreasing? So let's cut our risk exposures where we can. So now on for the mistakes. One of the myths I came across was actually a huge mistake, and it's really important that you guys know that it's not as easy as going to the store and just buying some oils and splashing them around. You really need to know what you're doing. These oils are highly concentrated solutions of these substances, and it so can be dangerous. So one of the myths I came across is that if you put an oil on your skin and it gets red and blotchy, that it's just you detoxing. No, that is not the case. You are having a bad reaction to that, and you need to stop what you're doing. Either your skin and the oil are not compatible, or you have not diluted it enough for it to be safely applied to skin. It might even be an oil that is not meant to be used topically at all. So you definitely need to look into what you're doing, and if there is any sort of negative reaction, don't do that. It's important to, again, that you do your research. A lot of these need to be diluted, and they need to be diluted to very specific levels. It's important that you know that cinnamon oil has a very high dilution rate and really shouldn't be used on children. It's important to know that some essential oils should not be diffused in homes with pets. These things are great, but anything in too large of quantity can be bad for you. Just because it's found in nature doesn't mean that it is always safe to use in whatever way you want. Lead is found in nature. It's very useful and it has its purposes, but we don't want that in our cleaning and hygiene products. And the same goes with just knowing what you're doing with essential oils to make sure that you're keeping it safe. As much as I love my oils, I still go to the doctor. We still have ibuprofen in our house, but I have been able to replace every single cleaning supply in our home with a safe, all-natural option. And that's even counting the stronger ones like my shower scrub or the ones you don't use all the time like your wood polish. A lot of my hygiene products, including some of my makeup, is actually something that I made home myself with safe, all-natural products. And so these aren't just life hacks and mixing some things together that you have at home. These are real recipes with real benefits and real results. A lot of our cleaning supplies have actually been more successful for me than the name brand ones that they've replaced. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you have any questions, or maybe you even have some great all-natural ideas that we haven't thought about, please go ahead and reach out to us. We love to chat. You can like and comment below. Reach out to us at www.hippiesathome.com. And although I didn't make anything today, make sure you look at our page tomorrow. We're going to share a special video in honor of Take Your Daughter to Work Day. Thanks, guys.